coming to sit in a cross-legged position. Any position that's comfortable for you. Elongate through the spine. Let's make sure the camera's... That's better, you can see me better. Close the eyes. Feel like you're sitting centered on the two sitting bones. Relax the hips, relax the legs, elongating the spine from the pelvic bowl. See if you can feel like the head, the ears are directly over the shoulders, so that the head is in the most neutral position. Feel the crown rising up. The shoulders relaxing, the facial muscles relaxing. And then bring yourself to your breath. You want to use the Ujjayi breathing, trying to make the inhales and the exhales the same length, deepening the breath slightly. This will start to awaken the body, awaken the mind. Feeling the thoracic cage moving with each breath. Bring the palms in front of the chest. And we'll chant Om to begin. Inhaling. And bring the palms on the floor in front of you. You can keep your eyes closed. Walk the hands forward, pressing into the hands slightly so you feel the sitting bones trying to ground, lengthening through the spine. If it feels comfortable for you, you can place the forehead down to the floor. And then walking the hands towards the right, like you're coming over your right knee. Tune back into the breathing, Ujjayi breathing, so you can hear the inhales and the exhales. To the center and all the way to the opposite side. Coming over that left knee. You can press the hands slightly to bring that right sitting bone a little bit more towards the floor. It doesn't have to be glued to the floor. And coming back to the center, seeing if you can walk a little bit further forward. And then press the hands and come back up to a sitting position. You're going to bring your arms out like a T. And then turn your torso towards your right knee. And then see if you can use your abdominal muscles to turn a little bit further towards the right. See if you can feel the sitting bones even on the floor, so the weight is the same in the two sitting bones. Lift the sternum up so you feel like you have a tiny little lumbar curve in the spine. And then put the right fingertips down, left hand to the knee. Inhale, lengthen a little bit more. Exhale, turn a little bit more towards the right. Finding your gazing point. Tune back into the breathing. And release the arms, picking up the arms, turning all the way to the other side. Again, see if you can first try to find the abdominal muscles, squeezing the abdominal muscles to turn a little bit further. Then find a little lumbar curve so that the lower back pulls in a little bit and the fingertips can come down, and then you can use the hands to get a little deeper twist. Feel like the shoulder blades are falling away from the ears. Find a gazing point, tune into the breath. Relax the jaw, relax the facial muscles. And then bring your hands to the floor, lean into your hands, pick up the knees, press into the hands, and come to the hands and knees. Bring if that doesn't hurt the wrist, you bring the shoulders over the wrist, bring the knees back a little bit so they're just slightly behind the hips. And then we're gonna just do some cat and cows to warm up. So inhale, open the chest, drop the belly. Exhale, press into the hands, reach the spine towards the sky. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, pulling the abdominals in. I'm gonna add a little bit more movement to that. So inhale, you can slide forward slightly, open the chest. Exhale, pull the belly in, reaching the sitting bones back. Inhale, coming forward, almost like a little upward facing dog. Exhale, coming back for a puppy. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling, warming up the spine. One more like this. Inhale, open the chest, drop the hips. Exhale, pulling back. And coming back to a neutral place. Press the fingertips. Soften the elbows so the arms are straight, but you're not locking the elbows. And then reach the crown of the head forward and feel like you're reaching the sitting bones back. And the sitting bones reach back and also slightly towards one another. So you feel the pelvic floor engaging. Press the hands. Feel like the sternum is reaching slightly towards the shoulder blades. And then pull the belly away from the floor. So it should feel active, should be warming up the body, especially if you're not just hanging out in the elbow joints. Soften the elbows so you feel your arm muscles engaging. Stretch the right leg out, press the heel firmly away, feel the thighs engaging, and then pick up that leg, trying to bring it parallel with the floor. Kneecap points straight downwards. Lower the knee, inhale, straighten the left leg, press the heel away, try to keep the pelvis level. Inhale, lift the leg, pull in the navel. And then lower that knee, stretch out the right leg, lift the right leg again. This time you're going to stretch out the left arm. Feel the navel pulling in, trying to keep the two hips level from the floor. Release the hand, release the knee, stretch out the left leg, picking it up, and right arm comes out. Pull the navel in, try to keep the two hips level. Lower the hand, lower the knee, press into the hands, reach the sitting bones back. Sitting bones trying to reach towards the heels, sternum sliding forward like it's going to reach between the hands. And then press all 10 fingers, the palms of the hands firmly into the floor. Ears between the upper arms. Suck in that area right between the two hip bones. Coming back up onto the hands and knees. And this time you're going to bring your left arm under your right arm. Put the arm and shoulder to the floor. Pick up the right hand. Turn the thumb towards the back of your mat, and then bend the elbow, and you can reach the hand somewhere behind the thigh or to the opposite thigh. Release the right hand. Coming back up onto the two hands, and opposite side. Right arm comes under, left arm comes up. Reaching around. And both hands down to the floor. Press the hands and reach back into a puppy pose. Staying there, breathing deeply. Press the hands, you're going to walk them back. And we're going to lift the knees and come into a squatting position. Place the palms together, press the palms towards one another, and as you do so, then feel like you're lifting the sternum up. Feel the shoulder blades sliding away from the ears. Put the fingertips down to the floor. Start to lift the buttocks up, but keep the knees quite bent so that the thighs and the chest are touching. Interlace the elbows, holding each elbow, and then feel the sensation like you're going to slide the forearms down towards the floor. You can let the shoulders come towards the ears, relax the back of the neck. Feel that lengthening all the way through the back body. And then from here, you can straighten one knee, elongate that side of the body, just lifting like you're going to do these little sways. Bend the knee, straighten the other knee, lengthen that side of the body, and then we're going to sway back and forth, moving with the breath, slowly lengthening out each side of the torso. Keep the back of the neck relaxed, the facial muscles relaxed. Come back to the center. Bring the hands on the floor. Walk your hands forward. Coming into a bent kneed downward facing dog. Press into the hands. Reach the sitting bones to the wall behind you. And slowly work on straightening one knee, bending it, straightening the other knee. And going back and forth. Feel like you're warming up the backs of the legs. And if it feels comfortable, you can straighten both knees. Feel that sucking in sensation right between the two hip bones. Walk the feet forward, so one foot's behind one hand, the other's behind the other hand. Come up high onto the fingertips, or you can put blocks as you like, and try to see if you can straighten the knees here. Okay, so we want to try to straighten the knees, so even if you have your fingertips on blocks, try to straighten the knees and have the back straight as well, so that we have a long back, so that we're not bending and injuring our lumbar spine, something like that. Back of the neck long. Have a look at the kneecaps. See the kneecaps are pointing straight forward and the thighs are lifting up. The thighs are engaged. And then this area right between the two hip bones, this is engaging as well. Then you're going to raise the arms, bring the spine parallel with the floor. Feel like you're lifting up the belly away from the floor. The neck in line with the rest of the spine. Press into the feet. Inhale, come all the way up, raising the arms up. Exhale, arms to the sides. Inhale, you're going to raise the arms up. Gaze slightly up, look to the hands. Press the outer hands together, a little firmer than the thumb side. And reach the baby fingers up a little higher than the thumbs. Feel the skin of the neck sliding away from the ears. Holding here. Exhale, release the arms. Wiggle the feet towards one another. Inhale, raise the arms up. So either you can look up, if that's okay on the neck, or you can keep the hands apart and gaze forward. Exhale, bend over the legs. You can soften the knees, relax the head. Inhale, slide the hands up the shins, open the chest. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step one foot back, other foot back, pausing in our plank pose, pressing the heels away, leaning forward. Knees, pelvis, chest to the floor. Keep the toes tucked under. Press the heels away. So the knees are off the floor. Press into the hands. Open the shoulders. Lift the shoulders up slightly. So the shoulders are about level with your elbows. Keep the chin slightly tucked in, pressing the heels away firmly. Put the knees back to the floor, press the hands, and coming all the way back into a puppy pose. Elongating the spine here. Holding there. Feel the sensation like you're reaching the sitting bones towards the heels, sternum towards the hands. Elongation right through the entire back body. Then lift the hips from the floor, lift the knees, step one foot forward, other foot forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, press the feet, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, arms to the sides. Second one, inhale to raise the arms. Exhale, fold over, keeping the belly in. As you fold over, relax the neck. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, palms on the floor, stepping one foot back, other foot back. Pause in the plank position, making a nice straight line with the body. Leaning forward, knees, pelvis, chest. Keep the toes tucked under, press the heels away, roll open the shoulders. Okay, now you're going to release the arms from the floor, make these W arms, and then feel like you're pressing the elbows down to the floor, but the backs of the hands up towards the ceiling. Okay, elbows down, hands up. Keep pressing the heels away. Put the hands beside the waist, knees to the floor, and back into a puppy pose. Use that to elongate the spine after that little back bend. Tune into your breathing, listening to Ujjayi. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lift the buttocks, lift the knees, stepping yourself forward. Inhale, long back. Exhale, over the legs. Inhale, press the feet as you rise up. Exhale, arms to the sides. And again, inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Pause, plank pose. Knees, pelvis, chest. Going to continue with that Shalabhasana. Press the heels away. Press the hands, open the shoulders. This time you're going to lift the hands, interlace the fingers behind the back, and reach the hands away. Pressing the heels away, and then just straighten the ankles. The toes are off the floor. And tuck the toes, put the hands beside the waist, pressing yourself back into a puppy pose, elongating through the spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lift the buttocks, lift the knees, step yourself forward. Inhale, elongation. Exhale, softening. Inhale, lead with the chest as you rise up. Exhale, arms to the sides. Bend the knees, keep the knees together, put the hands on the mid-thighs, bring a little more weight into the heels than the toes. Try to bring the toes so their toes are touching. And then press into the hands and lift the chest. Okay, so the chest is lifted, pressing the hands into the thighs. Then inhale, raise the arms up. Feel the back of the neck is long, jaw is relaxed. Exhale, fold over, put the ribs onto the thighs, relax the head down. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, palms on the floor, stepping the feet back. Pause in a plank pose. Lean forward, knees, pelvis, chest. Press the heels away, open the shoulders. This time you're going to point the toes and then press the feet into the floor. Roll open the shoulders a little bit more. Keep the back of the neck long. Turn the toes, press into the hands, coming back into a puppy pose. Lift the buttocks. Bring your right foot to the right thumb. Coming up here, you want the front knee over the heel, drop the right hip, lift the left hip. So if you look, your two pelvic bones are the same level from the floor. Take your hands on your rib cage and then try to lift your rib cage up a little bit. Feel this lengthening in the side body. Open the arms, inhale, raise the arms, interlace the thumbs, kind of like this butterfly, and then reaching up high, lengthening up. Then turn towards your right knee, use your oblique muscles, let the left hand come down, it can come on a block or onto the floor, or even on the fingertips, and then stretch the right arm up. Keep pulling this right femur bone back, lifting the left thigh up. Bring the right hand down, and then you're going to start to walk yourself back so that only the heel is on the floor, and you sit on that back heel. Okay, and then from here, press the hands, lift the chest, feel the lower belly coming in, and then you can decide if you tilt a little bit over that front leg. You can stay up quite high, just decide what is working best for you. And every day is a little different, so even if you went low one day, the next day maybe it's not feeling quite right and you need to sit up a little higher. And press the fingertips, bring yourself back forward. Put the hands to the floor, lift the back foot, step back, pause in the plank pose. Knees, pelvis, chest. Press the toes onto the floor this time, tops of the feet. Roll open the shoulders. It's cobra. Turn the toes, coming back into a puppy. Lift the buttocks and bring that left foot to the left thumb, coming up. Pull the left femur bone back, drop it down, front knee stays over the heel. Lift this right thigh. So when you get that, you feel this firming in the pelvic floor, that right buttock, and the lower abdominals. Inhale, open the arms, change the crossing of the thumbs, so do the side that feels a little more awkward. And then lengthen both sides of the waist, nice and high up. Squeeze the obliques, turn towards your upper knee, and let the right hand come down, left hand rise up. Feel that left femur bone pulling back into the socket. Let the two hands come down. Start to walk yourself back. See if you can sit on that heel. And then first get long through the back. Belly stays in. Exhale, fold. And press the hands coming back forward. step back, pause in our plank pose, strengthening the entire body, and knees, pelvis, chest. Inhale, a little cobra, and exhale, puppy pose. Press the hands firmly into the floor, reaching the sitting bones away, sliding the crown of the head towards the hands, making length through the entire back body. It's about 3, 4, and 5. Lifting the buttocks, lift the knees, step yourself forward. Inhale, long back. Exhale, over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, keep them bent, rising up. And Samasthiti. Toes together. You okay?
Yep.
Bend the knees. Inhale, raise the arms, called Utkatasana. Exhale, fold over the legs, relax the back of the neck. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, step yourself back. Pause here. Lower to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, working back to puppy. Lift the buttocks, lift the knees. Step the right foot towards that thumb. And then you're going to come up with the back heel off the floor, right knee over the heel. And then bend that back knee so that it's just hovering from the floor. Drop your right hip, lift your left hip, raise the arms, interlace the thumbs, getting a little taller here. Keep feeling like that right thigh is pulling back, pull in the belly. And then straighten the leg, turn the back foot on the floor at an angle, straighten the front leg, and bring yourself parallel with the floor. That's good. Put the hands onto the floor, step back, pause in a plank, knees, pelvis, chest. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, puppy. Lift the buttocks, lift the knees. Left foot to the left thumb. Keep that back heel off the floor, foot straight. Coming up like a lunge position. And then lower down. Okay, so it makes it a little more challenging like this. Raise the arms, change the crossing of the thumbs. Reaching up high. And then straighten the back leg. Straighten the front leg, turn the back heel on the floor at an angle. Exhale, bring your body parallel with the floor. Pull the belly in. Both hands to the floor, step back, plank pose, knees, pelvis, chest. Inhale, cobra. Exhale. You can choose to stay in puppy or pick up the knees and downward facing dog. So it depends on how dynamic you wish to make it this morning. It's about 4 breaths. And 5. Bend the knees, gaze forward, step yourself forward. Inhale, long back. Exhale, over the legs. Inhale, Utkatasana. And Samasthiti. Okay, so we'll do some standing poses here. So balance pose. So come so that you're in a Samasthiti. You're going to bring your right knee out to the side, but you're externally rotating that thigh. So that means the 2 hip bones stay forward. Pick up the foot, either on the inside of the calf or sliding it up
and placing it on the upper inner thigh. Firm in those left buttocks. Try to square the hips forward. Open the arms. Interlace the fingers. Turn the fingers up towards the ceiling. And then try to inhale, lengthen one side. Lengthen the other. And then lengthen the two sides together. Now, you're going to soften the standing leg. Bring that right leg over the left leg, squeezing the thighs together. If it works, those toes can tuck behind. Sometimes that won't work. And then bring your left arm in front of you at an angle, right arm over, and same thing, trying to intertwine those arms. Lift the elbows a little bit, press the hands away. Keep squeezing the thighs. Feel like the shoulders are releasing. And then just release. That's good, it's hard because you're doing two balances together. It's easier to do them separate, but we're challenging ourselves. It's the morning time. So turn the left knee out, square the hips, pick up that foot, see where it's going to place itself. Pull in the navel. Oops. Open the arms, interlace the fingers the opposite way, turn the hands up towards the sky. Inhale, lengthen one side. Lengthen the other, lengthening the two sides together. And soften the knees, slide the foot over. Seeing if you can tuck those toes, right arm in front of you, left arm over. Reach the elbows up, press the hands away, keep squeezing the thighs. So the hamstrings slightly squeeze, the pelvic floor, lower abdominals, and adductor muscles. And then releasing. Good job. Okay, you're going to separate the feet about one leg length or so. Turn the right toes out. Open the arms. And shift yourself over the right leg. Just for a nice little triangle pose. If it's okay, you can either gaze straight forward, or if it's okay on the neck, you can turn and gaze to that upper thumb. If your hand's on your tibia, make sure that the tibia is pressing a little bit up towards the hand to resist the weight of the body. You could also put your hand on a block, for instance, or if you're on the more flexible side, you can even put your hand all the way down. But try to keep the torso directly over the front leg. Press the feet, inhale, come up. Turn the heels to the opposite side. Shift the torso, just coming slightly over that second side, raising the right arm up. Either gazing to the side or all the way up to that thumb. Just make sure that the neck is in line with the spine so you're not dropping the head towards the floor. Press into the feet, inhale, come up. Bring the feet parallel again, hands to the hips. Inhale, lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, start to tilt yourself forward. Put the hands on the floor in front of you. Try not to move the pelvis so the pelvis stays in line with the ankles, but then wiggle the fingertips forward. So you feel like you're getting this very long spine, long arms, and press the hands into the floor.
Bring the hands to the hips. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale here. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, you're going to go all the way forward. Press the fingertips into the lower abdominals and let the head just hang down. If you're not very far forward, then you're welcome to bend the knees so that the spine and the neck stay in the same line. Press the feet, inhale all the way up. Exhale at the top, and then you're gonna pull your heels towards you. Take the hands on the inner thighs. Use your hands to press so that the knees are over the heels. Okay, so you want the knees directly over the heels and the knees pointing to the second toes. Good. Then, so either we can stay in this kind of position like that, so I'm using my hands to open the inner line of the legs. If I can keep the knees where they are, you do this by pulling in Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, so squeezing the pelvic floor, upper inner thighs towards each other, and lower abdominals in. If you can maintain that, and there's hamstrings working as well, then you're going to bring your arms in front of you, bring the right arm forward, left arm over, intertwine the arms. Reach the elbows up, press the hands away, stretching the upper body. Release, left hand, right arm over. Lift the elbows, press the hands away. And straighten the legs, release the arms, turn your toes towards each other, wiggle them together, and come to the front of the mat. Inhale, pick up the arms. Exhale, diving over the legs, softening the knees. Inhale, long back. Exhale, press the hands, stepping back, pause in the plank. Knees, pelvis, chest. Inhale, little cobra pose. Exhale, press the hands back, coming into a puppy pose. Then walk your hands towards you. Lift the knees and coming into a squat pose again. Relax the buttocks. Place the palms towards each other. Elongate through the spine. And then with a tiny bit of control, you're going to see if you can sit down and bring the legs forward. Squeeze the belly. Yes! Good job. Okay, so straighten the legs out in front of you. Check that both kneecaps are pointing directly up and the feet are straight. Slide the hands behind you, lean back, and then externally rotate the right leg. Pull that right leg up. You can put it on the upper inner thigh. Press back into the hands and try to tilt the pelvis. So ideally we want to have a lumbar curve here. So you can lift the sitting bones, make sure that you're sitting, it feels like you're a little bit more on the front of the sitting bones. Okay, but you have a lumbar curve. Inhale, open the arms up. Take your butterfly hands with the thumbs, reaching up. Inhale, lengthen one side, lengthen the other, lengthen the two sides together. And that, when you do that, very often you should feel the pelvic floor, lower abdominals coming up, and then turn towards your straight leg, like beyond your straight leg. Let the left hand come down, right hand on the outside of the tibia, press into the tibia, open the chest and get a nice twisting feeling.
And then either you're staying like this, or you start to slide the hand down the outside of that leg. Keeping the left fingertips back. Press the foot and the hand towards one another to open the chest to the side. Try to anchor that right shoulder blade onto the back. And then turn and face that leg. Okay, so both sides of the body are facing the same direction. Hands beside you on the floor. Pull with the hands, like you're pulling back, but they don't move. Feel the heart opening, shoulder blades anchoring. Press with the hands. Feel the sitting bones, the pelvis anchoring. And then inhale, pull with the hands. Exhale, press. Keep working back and forth. You can go a little deeper if that's possible, but keeping the back long, chest open, until you find the pose you're going to hold. Come back into the breathing. Inhale, exhale, Ujjayi, soft sound. Press the hands, walk yourself up, leaning back, stretching out that leg, externally rotating the second leg, bending the knee, placing the foot on the thigh, and then walk your hands up as you tilt the pelvis forward. You can lift the sitting bones, let them fall down naturally. You want to have a lumbar curve. Open the arms, change the crossings of the thumbs. Inhale, lengthen one side, lengthen the other, lengthening the two sides, and then turn beyond that right leg. Squeeze the oblique muscles to get a little bit deeper. Feel like you're pulling in your lumbar spine, and then let the hands come down. Spine is perpendicular to the floor. Press the hand into the shin, getting a little deeper twist. Find your gazing point. Soften the face. Breathe deeply. Slide the hand down the outside of that leg, pressing the leg into the arm into the leg, using that resistance to open the chest. And turn towards that straight leg, place the hands on the floor. Push with the hands, ground the sitting bones. Pull with the hands, open the chest. So it's exhale, press, inhale, pull. And eventually you have both grounding and opening happening at the same time. Find the pose you're going to hold. Tune back into your breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Press the hands, walk yourself back up, leaning back, straightening out that leg. You can shake out the pelvis, shake out the legs. And then bring the two legs together. Put the hands on the thighs. And you're going to roll down to come to lying down on the back. Bring the feet towards you.
Soles of the feet on the floor. Approximately knees and ankles in line. Bend the elbows, elbows on the floor, elbows close to the body, fingertips pointing up. And then press the upper arm bones into the floor. Inhale, lift the hips from the floor. You can close the eyes or find a gazing point. Exhale, releasing back to the floor. And we're going to do the Uddiyana Bandha here. So first inhale, lifting up. Exhale fully. Pull all the air out of the body. Hold the breath. Make a mock inhale so you feel like you're sucking in air, but don't let the air in. And feel the whole abdominal wall pulling in. When you need to take a breath and lower down to the floor. And we'll do that again. So you inhale, lift up. Exhale fully, hold the breath. As soon as you need to, you take a breath and lower down. Okay, you can do one more like this at your own breathing rhythm. When you're finished, lowering down, bring the knees towards you. You can interlace the fingers. You can rock a little bit side to side. Stay there for a moment. And then bring the knees together. Keep your right knee close to you. Stretch the left leg out so that it's hovering from the floor. So it doesn't touch the floor. Interlace the fingers behind the head, tuck the chin, lift the shoulders, lift the head. Switch the legs, left knee in, right leg hovering from the floor. Straighten the left leg, bend the right knee. Switching. And just release the head, bring the knees towards you, relax for a moment. Relax the shoulders, relax the throat, the upper arms, the neck. And interlace the fingers behind the head, tuck in the chin, lift the upper back, straighten the left leg out, hovering from the floor, and bring your left elbow to your right knee. Press the lower back into the floor. And switching sides. Switching sides. You can keep both knees bent. Switching sides. And bring the knees in. the head, relax the belly, relax the throat, the neck. You can come into a happy baby, taking the ankles or the feet, shins perpendicular to the floor, knees trying to reach towards the floor. Close the eyes. And bring yourself to the breathing. Then bring the soles of the feet on the floor a little bit away from your body and separate it a little wide. Let the knees fall to the right side. You can bring your arms in cactus arms or stretch them over the head, whichever version is more comfortable for you. Close the eyes. Let the legs feel heavy. Relax the feet, relax the ankles. And lifting the knees, letting them fall to the opposite side. Keeping the eyes closed. Relax the shoulders, the facial muscles. And lift the knees, let them fall to the first side. And then we're going to bring them back and forth, falling to the second side. Just going back and forth, massaging the buttocks, massaging the sacrum. You're going to roll to one side and come up to a sitting position. So if you have a sweater or socks, you might want to put those on and then bring the mat close to a wall. Yeah. So you sit kind of one side to the wall and then you lower down, and as you lower down, let the legs come up the wall. I'm going to bring one hand on the lower belly, one hand on the rib cage. As the breath becomes more subtle, maybe there's less and less movement. Maybe there's less sound. Allowing the upper body to relax. Shoulders, the arms. Relaxing the face and the jaw. Relaxing the toes and the ankles. Relaxing the mind. If thoughts pass through the mind, try not to give them any attention. Don't elaborate on the thoughts. So either you can stay here, or you can wiggle away from the wall and come to lie down in a Savasana, as you like, so that your legs are on the floor, separated. Relaxing the ankles. Relaxing the shins and the calves. Relaxing around the knees. Relaxing the thighs, the hamstrings. So you feel like all the muscles of the legs are completely relaxed. Relaxing the pelvis. Letting the pelvis feel heavy. Relaxing the back body, the buttocks, the lower back, the middle back, all the way up to the back of the neck. Relaxing the front of the torso. All the belly muscles, all the chest muscles. Releasing any tension in the shoulders. Relaxing the upper arms, forearms, relaxing the hands and the fingers. Softening the throat, softening the jaw, relaxing the tongue, the roof of the mouth, the insides of the cheeks, relaxing around the eyes, have the sensation like you're relaxing behind the eyes, behind the forehead, as if all the thoughts are just like little grains of sand. Imagining them settling down to the bottom of a beautiful blue sea. The mind just feels completely clear and relaxed. Slowly awakening the body, stretching the arms, stretching the legs, making your way to a sitting position. Chant Om Shanti, sending peace, happiness, and love out to all beings everywhere.